If you own a CFMOTO 450MT, spare parts can feel like a maze. Dealers, random listings, different bike names, and prices that make no sense. So today I'm giving you the complete system. How to find OEM part numbers and the reference price in the parts catalog. How to get the real workshop service documents and how to order correctly through a dealer, even when you are not sure what the part is called. And at the end, I'll show you 10 niche suppliers with unique 450MT parts you actually want for a real build, not just random generic accessories. Quick note before we start. There are many places that sell 450MT parts. This isn't a full directory. I'm focusing on shortlist of niche sources that either have deep 450MT catalog or truly unique parts. Also, I'm based in Europe, so my hands-on ordering experience is mostly EU, but I'll show you the US pathway too, because a lot of you are watching from the States, where the same bike often is listed as IBEX 450. We'll start with the OEM source of truth. Then we'll do marketplaces like AliExpress, and then we'll go through 10 niche suppliers. OEM toolbox. Before we talk about where to buy parts, we need a reliable baseline. Because if you can't identify the exact part, you can't compare prices. And you can't order with confidence. So, step 1. Pick the correct model and year. In Europe, it's usually seen as 450MT, and in the US it's listed as IBEX 450. Same bike, different naming. Step 2. Open the parts catalog. The exploded diagram. This is where everything becomes easy. Because the exploded view doesn't just show the big parts. It shows every little clip, bolt, bracket that you normally forget until you are stuck mid-job. Step 3. Click the exact part in the parts diagram and copy the OEM number. That part number is your source of truth. Now you can do 3 important things. 1. You can order through a dealer without guessing. Instead of saying, I need the left plastic thing near the tank, you can send the part number. Done. 2. You can get the reference price. Some dealer parts catalogs show pricing next to the part number, so you can see what the part typical cost before you even call anyone. 3. You build your baseline for later. Even when a marketplace listing doesn't show an OEM number, you still have the official exploded diagram, the correct assembly context, and the right naming. That's how you avoid parts that look similar but mount differently. Now, the second OEM tool, the workshop service manual. Owner's manuals are fine, but they won't help you much when you're doing real work. Torque values, sequences, assembly steps, diagnostics, that's service manual territory. And yes, for the CFMOTO, a proper service manual document exists. One important note, wiring diagrams are often handled separately through dealer portals, which is pretty common. I've added links in the description to the official manuals page and the OEM parts catalogs I'm using in this video, so you can start with the correct references right away. Marketplaces. Chapter 2 is the reality check. Marketplaces. Prices can be way cheaper than your local dealer, but listings often don't include the OEM part number in the text. Here's a pro tip. On AliExpress, I get more relevant results searching 450MT compared to searching for IBEX 450. So even if you are in the US, start with 450MT, then try IBEX 450. Now, here's what I've noticed. A lot of sellers show the original CFMOTO bag and label in the photo. If the OEM package is visible and the part looks identical to what's on your bike, that's probably fine, especially for simple parts. But I still do 2 quick checks. First, I read buyer reviews and look for real photos or reviews from people who installed it on the 450MT. Second, I check if the seller has a deeper 450MT catalog. Those stores usually understand fitment better than a random one-off listing. And if I'm still not sure, I send a message to the seller and ask for the part number from the label or a clear close-up photo of the sticker. Then I just can compare it with the OEM parts catalog. That's the trade-off. AliExpress is usually cheaper, but you need a quick verification step. Your local dealer is often more expensive, but you get easier returns, warranty support, and you support a local small business. Pick what fits your budget and your risk tolerance. 10 niche suppliers. Now we leave the generic marketplaces and go to niche suppliers. These are places that either build truly 450MT specific parts or have a deeper catalog than just 1 or 2 random items. I will keep this focused. No luggage and no suspension. Suspension is covered in my other video, so this chapter is about unique parts and serious protection upgrades. First up, Rally Rade. Yes, they do suspension, but I'm here for the 450MT specific hardware. They make engineered parts like billet top clamp with proper mounting patterns, and wheel spacers and seal kits designed to fix real OEM weak spots. If you want design for this bike parts, this is a strong starting point. Next, Rade Garage. This is the rally front direction, a proper RR LED kit and tower style setup for better wind protection, lighting and navigation space, but also foot pegs, levers, protection and more. If your build is heading into rally territory, this is one of the most purpose-built options out there. Throttle Punks is the performance end of the spectrum. They sell complete 450MT specific power packages, airbox, foam air filter and easy use. Developed for this bike and described as a full system rather than random parts. Just follow your local rules and treat this as a specialist performance route. CRT Performance is another solid niche supplier for the 450MT with more race shop vibe. Not just one product, but a bunch of small parts you actually end up needing. They've got high-end sprockets and drivetrain bits, plus various smaller components and add-ons that are perfect when you are refining the bike after a few rides. If you want a place that feels less shopping and more like building a setup, CRT is worth checking out. Now, Uncle Wang. For pure browsing power, this is probably the biggest single catalog I've seen for 450MT parts. hundreds of items in one place. You will also find parts that aren't OEM and sometimes parts originally intended for other bikes that still can fit the 450MT. So it's great for discovery, but you still need to verify what you are buying. The downside is the lead time. A lot of listings show long shipping windows, so this is the deep catalog plan ahead option. Outback Motortek is a proven protection brand for the 450MT. If you want robust protection parts, this is one of the brands I'd put in the proven bucket. And for you as viewers, they have a dedicated US store for IBEX 450, which can make ordering and shipping easier. B&B Off Road is a great example of a small manufacturer making practical protection parts for the 450MT. A standout is their front sprocket case saver, designed for the 450MT to help protect the engine case if the chain derails. If you ride off-road, this is a cheap insurance. Next, Polisport. I'm actually running their Trailblazer handguards, and mine have survived multiple crashes, so I trust them. But here's a unique one. Polisport also has a swing arm protection for the 450MT. I haven't seen many other brands offering that in a proper model-specific way. And it protects a very exposed area when you're riding rocky terrain. Acerbis is a small but important one. They have a dedicated chain guide for the 450MT, frame protection, handguards and more. And finally, Omnia Racing. This isn't one manufacturer. It's a niche parts dealer with a surprisingly deep 450MT catalog across multiple premium brands. I mainly use Omnia for discovery. It's a fast way to see what's actually available for the 450MT beyond generic listings. Alright, let's wrap this into a simple workflow you can use every time you need a part. Step 1. Start with the OEM. Use the OEM parts catalog and explore the diagrams to identify the exact part and get the OEM part number. And if pricing is shown, take that as your reference. Step 2. Decide where to buy. If it's safety critical, time sensitive, or you want the smoothest warranty and returns, order through your dealer using the part number. If it's a lower risk, like plastic, levers or small brackets, marketplace like AliExpress can make sense. My quick rule is, if the OEM package is visible and the part looks identical, it's probably okay. Then I still check buyer reviews for real photos, and if I'm unsure, I send a message to the seller asking for the part number. Step 3. When you want purpose-built upgrades, rally hardware, protection kits, performance packages, go straight to niche suppliers like the ones I mentioned in the previous chapter. That's where you find the truly 450MT specific solution. And don't forget the service manual. Owner's manuals are basic. The service manual is where you get the real torque specs, procedures and troubleshooting. A quick transparency note. Some link in the descriptions are affiliate links. I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It helps to support this channel. Now, I want your help. If you know a reliable parts source for the 450MT in your region, drop it in the comments and tell me what they are the best for. I will pin a verified list so new owners can find parts faster. That's the full system. OEM baseline, marketplace checks, and niche suppliers. And if you are still here, here's a little bonus. A short POV snow ride on the 450MT. No talking, just pure winter riding. And if you are leaving now, all the links and the workflows are in the description. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and see you in the next one.